click go live. All right, cool. I think we're live. Should be live at this point. Good to be back. First Raw watch along on WrestleLuigi, which is pretty exciting if you ask me. All right, cool. Show is starting up. All right, cool. Going out of my pocket here. But yeah, good to be live again. Been a minute. Been since last Thursday. So that was last live. Got plenty to talk about tonight. Plenty to do tonight. Website edits and all of that. All that fun stuff. Oh, CM Punk's wearing a Cora Jade shirt on Raw. We love to see it. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Some big personal things for me to talk about that I'm very excited to talk about. We'll get to that very soon, though. Once more people are here, mainly the main cast and crew are in the chat. You know, your Pierres, your JTs, your Zacks, your everyone else, all the other usuals. I do have the chat in subscriber only mode tonight, but I've also got it set on subscribe for any length of time. Just to, is it kind of a way to drive extra subs to WrestleLuigi? Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not even like a. It's not even like, you know, oh, is it? I mean, I outright will admit that yeah, it is a way for me to get some extra subs driven to WrestleLuigi, possibly. But I'm not. I'm also not gonna be like super ashamed of that fact because like I very much enjoy doing what I do with WrestleLuigi, and I want to be able to do more of it. I want to be able to do it for a long time. I want to make it like sustainable, and so to do that, sometimes you gotta come up with stuff. I'm gonna start having more videos on here starting soon. I should start having more time now, which is really exciting. Is this the way the camera is for these streams? Yeah. And of course dinner is ready. Alright, and of course, as the stream is starting up is when my dinner is ready. So how do I want to handle this? Because there's a few ways I could handle this. Could just miss the first minute or two of Randy Orton's promo. That might just be the easiest move. Could also, I don't know. God, I'm so excited for Bash at Berlin to be next Saturday at 1. That's exciting. Yeah. Or I could just pause the show. But I don't feel like a live reaction is as impactful if the show is behind by a few minutes. Granted, yes, that does mean I could skip the first set of commercials or something. But where's the fun in that? Hey, Pierre. I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad you're here. I do have to run and grab my food almost immediately. So what's gonna happen is Luigi, stand-in Luigi, WrestleLuigi himself, is gonna sit in and watch Randy Orton's promo and provide you guys with his thoughts on it. And I will be right back. Oh my god, is a fucking Luigi plush in my chair getting more views than I usually get on a stream? Oh my god. Okay, so duly noted. This is one of the higher view counts I've come in to see on Wrestle Luigi so far for a live stream. Duly noted, he's just gonna take over for the next 2.5 hours. Got it. That would be a hilarious stream idea, would it not? Hey, Zach. But yeah, duly noted. I could hypothetically, if I couldn't do a watch along one night, I could leave Luigi in my chair. And it might. Yeah, the views are going down now that I'm back there. Like, oh, fuck that guy. We want Luigi. Fucking, you guys want Luigi on the fucking camera. Oh no, his shirt. His shirt's coming unpinned. His shirt's coming off. Luigi, buddy. Here. You guys want Luigi so bad, he'll sit here. Luigi for Berlin with TNA. The issue is I want to watch those. Maybe if a show just seems so bad and I want to go do something else, I'll put Luigi in my chair for that. Yeah, but Zach says, "What a vengeance!" Yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I do apologize. I wasn't terribly active in the chat. I I wasn't really able to be too vocal in the chat on Saturday during Vengeance because I was visiting some family. I hadn't seen them in a few months, and yeah, so I was a little busy. Hey, Brandon, good to see you. She wouldn't mind if John Cena comes in, challenge Frazier and Super Cena one more time. Well, it seems that someone has stepped up to Nathan Frazier for Cyber Sunday, and it is not John Cena. AJ clears it done with Axiom. Frazier dodges a bullet. For now. Because I feel that next week's number one or I feel like next week's 2 out of 3 falls match could very well be considered number one contenders. But yeah, yet again, Nathan's gotten away scot-free for now. Never punished, as I put it. I think I went like never punished when he walked away. Oh, there's Ludwig. I was fully prepared for Ludwig to get the RKO. But yeah, I do need to do website update stuff tonight. Because I've not done that in a little while. When was my last website update? Let me look. 8:10 at 11 p.m. So last Saturday. Christ. Last time I updated the website was last Saturday at 11:30 p.m., which would have been keeping it up to date through whatever I aired last week, because I think I aired something last week. Great American Bash. Yep, Keith Lee is finally a world champion in the Endless Living Universe. So let me see here if I can figure this out. So we will do the website stuff tonight as usual, which means we will. Yeah, that's the right one. There we go. There's website update stuff. Which means we would start with whose game is it? With everybody saying, nah, 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 nah. So let's see. Let me. Love this song. Alright, let's see. So what did I do on Raw last week? Well, we got the Wyatt 6 entrance working, which is fantastic. We love to see it. So let's see. Raw started last week with Strowman and Rowan. Watch my favorite episode of SmackDown again today. Well, that's good. And then, oh, it changed this to purple. Neat. Rowan got the win. Sneaky Pete. We got Sheamus and Pete Dunne tonight on Raw. We got Pete Dunne in a triple threat tomorrow on NXT, which, if everything goes well, there should be a watch along for NXT tomorrow. So Bliss beat Cora. God, I really hate what they did to Sheamus' theme, man. They butchered it so bad. Cool, that's that handled, and then Knight just kind of beat Karrion Kross. So, I feel like I should talk about something with TNA, right? Because I'm not ashamed to admit at this point. Like, I talked to Ray about this earlier today, right? I'm still sad TNA is coming to an end. Like, I'm sad that I'm ending it, but I know it's the right choice to avoid burnout. And I'm sad that I'm finishing up with TNA because there's so many more like big main event stories I wish I could have done. But at the same time, I feel like I'd be keeping the corpse of TNA being dragged along just so I could do the main event stuff that I wanted to do. And that's not, no one would want to watch it just for like the main eventers. And most of those guys are going to go to, NXT or Raw or SmackDown. A couple are going to go to AEW. Ray and I talked about it. But what I was going to say is I suppose I'm okay with admitting this fact. Like, with telling this kind of, not story, real, I guess kind of story. The original end, yeah, for most of them, but in this case, it's someone who's not in TNA right now in real life. And I am now shifting towards the real life TNA roster to put that little bit of a restriction on myself. Because I do work better with those restrictions. I just keep forgetting that sometimes, I guess. I work better with a slightly more limited roster instead of having the full freedom. And those limitations do wonders for me. But what I was going to say is there's a pretty big thing with TNA that was supposed to happen on Sunday at Rebellion that ended up not happening because of the ending of the show. But the match becoming a triple threat with Keith Lee winning was a very, very last minute idea. Right, and I'm actually kind of getting to that with Mustafa. So originally it was supposed to be it was supposed to be the situation of Ali was going to retain, and the show Rebellion was going to go off the air with the arrival to TNA Universe of MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley forming the Hurt Syndicate in TNA Universe. And I will flat out admit that the very next I will outright admit Lashley would have won the TNA title very quickly from Ali at that point. And so I'm a little sad that I won't be able to do that, but the reason that the title came off of Ali the way it did, there was something flying around my food just there. Making sure I didn't just get a bug in my fucking food. Or I'm going absolutely batshit insane, which is very possibly more likely. Yeah, no, there's no bug in my food. I am just hallucinating. So Brandon says still haven't got an explanation on why Fallon Henley did what she did to cheat to win. Yep, and it doesn't seem she's terribly keen to give an explanation at this point, does it? She and Naomi will have their rematch tomorrow on NXT, though. Oh, Orton versus Kaiser later tonight. But anyways, what I was going to say is the reason that the reign ended the way it did for Ali is because the idea has genuinely been since we decided we were going to wrap up TNA, or that I was going to wrap up TNA, I wanted a face versus heel. Wrong person. I wanted a face versus heel situation going into Worlds Collide 2. And but yeah, it was going to be I wanted a face versus heel situation going into Worlds Collide 2. And Ali versus Jimmy Uso just didn't have it for me, if that makes any sense. Then Rhino and Jacob Fun 2. Oh, we're getting an NXT advertisement talking about Chase U winning the belts on Tuesday, which God, I wish I'd done a watch along with that. Did I do a watch along? No, I didn't. I didn't. I wish I had, but I didn't. Let's see what happened on Ray's show this week. So we had Josh Alexander chat. I saw this and thought Josh Alexander. I get why Ray's got him in the headgear. Not 100% sure how I feel about it personally. So we Gable against who the hell is this guy? Ray. It's just some guy. Oh, they're talking about Joe Hendry on Raw right now. Was not expecting them to. I wasn't expecting to hear Pat McAfee say, "Yeah, I believe in Joe Hendry, Cole." Tonight. So Gable got the win, and then Tozawa came down for the rescue. Oh yeah, I know it was local talent. We just never do that in Universe, so I wasn't prepared for that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Crazy thing, we will be on season 7 eventually. Tozawa came down. But yeah, Mustafa and Jimmy wouldn't have really worked, and so I wanted a face champion. And it worked out because Ray was like, why don't do Keith Lee? And I was like, all right, I could do that. Because I've wanted Keith Lee to be a world champion for a while anyway. Like, I mean, that was supposed to happen forever and a day ago. And it's like, will Keith Lee win the NXT title? Will he lose it and stay in WWE? Will he lose it and go back to AEW? You'll find out eventually. But I'm not going to reveal anything. I know his AEW contract's apparently up pretty soon. Hold on. Team Kick had a match this season. I just didn't put it on their win-losses. Good to know. We're going to have some local talent universe. Well, apparently we just did the other day, JT. Also, now that JT is here. So, I want to talk to you guys about something real quick. You guys want to hear a big life update? Have I been noticeably more happy tonight? Noticeably more bubbly, even. A little bit more excited, full of life, less like a walking corpse. Because I should. My wife kind of pointed that out to me earlier, that I kind of am looking and acting and feeling better. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Upbeat is a good word, Pierre, because what I want to talk about is that I put in my 2 weeks notice at my job today. I put in my 2 weeks notice this morning because I have found my passion in life. And I am almost afraid to reveal this much information to you all. But in 2 weeks, starting next Friday, when I leave my job, the following Tuesday, because it's Labor Day on that following Monday, so no job, my new job isn't open. I am leaving my current job, and starting September 3rd, I begin working at a different job that is going to help me follow my passion, and I begin the work, the education required to earn my teaching degree. So, not only am I soon going to be your favorite YouTuber, but also soon to be your favorite teacher. I'm very excited. I didn't see myself as a teacher until recently, when I realized how much I love teaching people about things. And I realized that my passion in life is to teach other people about their passions. So I'm very excited. It's gonna be it's gonna be a long road to become a teacher. Just how it is, and I'm aware of that, but I'm prepared for it. My wife has been super supportive of it, and yeah, Zach asks what subject, and I'm between a few things right now. I haven't fully decided. I'd like to go down a specialty route, like down a college career academy route, because I know a lot of schools have those for audiovisual tech and film or journalism, since that's what my degree is in. My degree right there. But I'm also down to be an English teacher because I have been told that I have the vibes of a high school English teacher, and I don't really know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I've been told I give high school English teacher vibes by several people. Yeah, no, teaching kindergarten is never gonna happen. Um, the only 5-year-old I ever intend on teaching is the one my wife and I have in the future, if and when that day ever comes. Back when I was a substitute teacher, I did 1 day of second grade, and I realized I can never do this again because this was horrible. Like, I nearly quit substituting that day, but So we got Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, do we get Kaiser and Punk in the main event? Hell yeah. Oh, it wasn't the main event. Never mind. Was it Kaiser? Yeah, it was Kaiser. I thought Ray was having Punk and Kaiser go Broadway on SmackDown. I was excited for a second. But yeah, I'm super excited about this prospect of teaching, and it feels very reinvigorating to it feels very reinvigorating to feel like I found a purpose in life. And also, um I got one more thing to kind of announce. I'm not going to be able to give too many details right now, but I'm writing a book. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Like, full seriousness, I'm writing a book. I'm gonna be a published author probably early next year. Just depends on how long it takes me to get through the drafting and everything. Um I've kind of got the idea of what the book is going to be. It's going to be a fictional story for reference because I work really well in fictional mediums, as we all know. See universe. Even though I know this is a Ray episode, but you get my point. But yeah, I'm writing a book. Cody and Sean in the main event. Okay. Look at that Call of Duty model for Cody there as well that Ray is using. All right. I assume. Well, I have my assumption for who won this matchup, right? But I don't want to assume. But now I kind of really think I know. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling, but I didn't want to assume. I'm glad Ray's got Sean Spears, though. I know Ray really likes Sean Spears. Wow, that was Cody's first win of the season. That's insanity, seeing how his last several seasons have been. But yeah, so I'm really excited. The book part is something I'm really excited about as well, because it's an idea I've had for years. Is the story that I'm going to do with this book, and I think you will all enjoy it. I really do. Like I legitimately think you guys are gonna really enjoy the book when I do it. I think you guys might actually end up wanting to read it, or might see if I can pull a deal with Audible, get an audiobook done of it. I would probably just do the narration myself. Um, because the novel is going to be a fictional story about a professional wrestling organization. I'm essentially doing a universe mode book. I'm not doing a book about universe mode, but like telling a wrestling story through the medium of a novel, which I think is really cool. I can't give too many details right now because it's still like in the early phases of being planned. But like to give you kind of a synopsis or like some buzzwords, pro wrestling meets spy thriller. Pierre asks what grade. I would like to aim for high school, junior, and senior level. That's kind of the age where I think the students have kind of started to figure it out, started to figure life out a little bit. I think Pete Dunne might pick up the win here. But yeah, so the goal with teaching is to start high school around junior, senior level. And then I'd like to eventually work my way up to teaching college one day, because I think I'd be really good at teaching college. And Sheamus just kind of wins. All right, then. That was a solid, like, breakout singles match for Pete Dunne on Raw, though. Like, a very solid way for, like, main roster audience who don't really know what he's capable of to learn more after he's just been Butch for so long. And Corbin and Omos. Also, thank you guys for not being like, so what happened to this? Where was this speed tournament that Corbin won? Thank you guys for not questioning me on that. It genuinely was a case of, like, I didn't have time to do it. You'll look at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, I don't know if it'll end up at Barnes & Noble or not. I don't really know how publishing on Amazon works. Like, Amazon's just probably going to be where I publish it unless, like, I can actually get a real publisher to distribute it, but I have no idea how to promote a book. It just feels like you're trying to replace Big E. Look at this. Real human dialogue happening with Kofi and Big E. Yeah, I do. Everybody making fun of us, everyone's talking trash about us, man. It was hard. But we got through because we had each other. We became one of the greatest tag teams, if not the greatest tag team of all time. Nothing's ever going to change that. As far as Odyssey is concerned, it's in the same boat that we were back in the day. I was just hoping that as veterans, we could bring them under the wing the same way that we wish that veterans would have brought us. You know what I'm saying? Woods still doesn't look 100% on board with Odyssey. God, Woods has that look of, I'm cherishing this because this is it. I think Joe Hendry might win that triple threat tomorrow. I think he very well might actually win it. We'll be watching, because NXT has been some of the most fun I've had doing streams in a while. God, Ciampa, I think, is off to the worst start he's ever had in the universe for a season. 2-6. He's also the workhorse of the season so far. Because of, like, my guy is just not picking up wins right now. Neither is Kevin Owens, though. He's got the Money in the Bank briefcase. That's just kind of what happens. Woods is planning something diabolical, and yeah, probably, unfortunately. Alright, and then... Did you ever think you'd see the day that Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy were champions together? In the Endless 11 universe. Woods and Jones turning on Kofi. Ooh. That would be very painful. I think if anyone's had like I still need to make like the career turnaround of the season award for people because like if anyone is gonna win that this season, it's got to be Joe Gacy. Bro went from having never won a match to being a champion in the first month and a half of this season. All right, and then Knight and Frazier. Another former world champion beat clean in the middle of the ring by Nathan Frazier. People really got to stop sleeping on Frazier thinking that he's just going to get steamrolled by everybody, you know? And I think people are starting to realize that in the Endless 11 universe. You don't sleep on my boy Nathan Frazier because he is having a... Last year was his breakout year. This is where he's like, yeah, I was the breakout star last year. Now watch this shit. And yes, I will now, at this time, finally confirm. I will now officially confirm. Saturday was a wrap on Bobby Lashley and Ellis 11 WWE. I'm really sad about that fact because I love Bobby Lashley, but that was a wrap on him in WWE Universe mode. And howdy and Gargano. Oh, that one messed up. I do that all the time, and then I catch it as I'm going in. All right, Jonathan Gargano. 8 matches this season so far now. So also win Superstar of the Year this year. He very well could young Nathan. It's very possible. Yeah, thank you, Bobbles Lashford. Oh boy, NBA, WWE title belts. CM Punk holding up a baby is one of the new greatest images I've ever seen. It looks like the WWE guys had a bunch of fun at Fanatics Fest this weekend. Since can't get USA Network, I'm watching old Raws on Peacock and watching Raw WrestleMania 2017. God, that was the Revival getting called up, and not much else. Circle of Life, CM Punk. Pierre, that wins. That's the best comment tonight. You know what, Pierre? You just need to take over for me from here on out. Because, I ain't topping that joke tonight. I ain't beating that joke tonight, am I? Alright, and then today's episode of Raw. I should know what happened. I literally recorded it yesterday before Alex and I played Pal World for, the next 7 hours, but, Also, don't worry. I will say this to the die-hard Liv Morgan fans out there. Her story this season has yet to begin, but she does have a story this season. It's such an image. It's great. Kurt Angle was named GM. Oh, yeah, he was. I completely forgot about that one. I won't lie. But yes, I also can confirm this is Tiffany's next challenger for Cyber Sunday. And I will make the exclusive announcement here and now. Excuse me. I will announce here and now that what you all will be voting on for Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the Women's World title at Cyber Sunday 2 is you will all be voting on who the referee will be for that match. And I cannot give any other information on that at the moment. But essentially, the way that the polls for Cyber Sunday are going to work is 2 weeks from today, I believe. Maybe, yeah, roughly 2 weeks from today. All of the matches for Cyber Sunday will be locked in. And or at least the things that you guys will be able to vote on will be locked in. And the voting will start. The voting will start on September 7th, which is the day that Worlds Collide 2 airs. Because September 8th, I will be getting the final Raw and NXT for that week done. The polls will open September 9th. My wife and I leave for our honeymoon. We get back September the 12th. September 13th, polls will close. September 14th, Cyber Sunday will air. You know who I'm really hoping gets a push? Who are you hoping gets a push, Zach? Rhea with her 111th victory. Felt like I need to call that out because we all know that 11 is an important number. And Gargano and Theory had the matchup. American made, American made, American made, American made.
Hey, I gave Maxine a chance, but in the end, she got exactly what was coming to her. I'm the real deal. I'm the pit bull. And if Maxine can't realize she was holding me back.
Also, I would just like to say, everybody back at Payback. Oh, Gargano and Orton this time around, it's not personal anymore. Randy Orton a few weeks later. Ah, Bliss. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Oh, God. That's gonna be how their theme song starts, isn't it? Oh, God. Their theme is gonna start with American Made! Then, like. Why am I just doing my old theme song? Yep, Viper got a Viper. Why was I just doing my old theme when I was making fun of Dev Rebel? I don't hate my old theme song, do I? I don't love it, right? I don't love my old theme, but I don't hate it. Like my old kind of generic ass theme. Like, I mean, yes, do I definitely have a better theme now with King of the Universe? Oh yeah, far and away. But I'm gonna do the more graphic design level stuff for this off camera, just for my own purposes of it and working on some personal stuff, and I don't want my Photoshop showing that. Also, LAW will return soon-ish. Like, probably not this week, but possibly next week it'll be back. God, it hurts putting Lashley on the free agents page, man. Just went off on my phone. Oh, Alpha Rad's doing his Mungie Monday stream. That's what I was getting notified of. All right. But yeah, as usual, you guys know questions are encouraged throughout the stream. I like answering questions for the most part. Watching the first Survivor Series, the first video I ever watched. But yeah, it was a big website update over the weekend, last week, because now the Ring of Honor roster is officially gone from the website, as is the LSWF roster. This Vengeance was better than the original one. I don't even think that's a hot take. I think the original one wasn't that great. Member Constable Corbin. Oh, I remember Constable Corbin. That was pretty terrible. I remember, though. Yeah, rip LSWF and Ring of Honor. Yeah, it is sad to see stuff go from the channel, but I was talking to Ray about it earlier, like I said. I think it's important for us to downsize the channel the way we have for the sake of longevity of the channel, because I was burning out very quickly. I was burning the candle at both ends. And so doing this, I also feel very reinvigorated, because I feel like I got all these ideas now with just having to do Raw and NXT. And like, yeah, the retro stuff's gonna continue. Like, what? Oh, Wyatt 6. Listen to this crowd, man. They're going nuts for the Wyatt 6. Just Piano Note this week, or do we get all Shatter? I feel like Shatter's probably reserved for matches now at this point. I mean, I assume it's going to be Nikki standing behind her. Yeah. Imagine if it was Bliss standing behind her. Oh, they finally referred to her as Nikki Cross as well. They're actually referring to her as Nikki Cross now. Which, as you all know, happened in LS11 Universe this weekend as well. She joined the Wyatt 6. No, Gable's surrounded. All that's missing is Uncle Howdy. Oh, there's Uncle Howdy. Nice. Oh, there's Phil, and he's got a strap around his neck. Philip is here. Philip J. Brooks.
It's a big galaxy out there.
All right, let's see. So that is the Raw side of things handled now. I'm going to do the TNA side of things next, since that's got more, or the WWE side of things. I'm going to do the TNA side of things now real quick, and I'll do all of the championship stuff last tonight. So ABC lost to the Hardys. But yeah, so I kind of hinted at this earlier, but I was talking about how it was, I wanted a face versus heel situation. I wanted a face versus heel situation, and that was a big part of why Keith Lee won the belt on Sunday. So he was actually not supposed to win it until Thursday. And then genuinely what happened was the Jeff Hardy Mustafa Ali match was so underwhelming that I called an audible and decided, let's make this triple threat happen tonight instead of on Thursday. Because originally that triple threat was going to happen Thursday with Keith Lee winning the belt. But I was like, this is going to be it for Ali with TNA. I got to wrap it. It's going to wrap him up here with this. I want to end, TNA's final pay-per-view for now, at least. Because this isn't to say TNA will never be back on the channel, right? There is potential that one day it might come back. And that, that's not trying to give anyone false hope if it doesn't. That's just kind of like if I was able to, make YouTube a full-time thing where I, only worked on YouTube and that was the only thing I had to do with my life, then maybe TNA would come back. But that's not really a possibility right now, which is part of why I'm pursuing the whole teaching thing. But for this being the end for TNA, I didn't want it to end with a stinker of a 5-minute match that Jeff Hardy just couldn't even kick out of 1 450 for. And that's just because sometimes kicking out is fucking hard in this game. It's a lot harder than I anticipate sometimes. And then sometimes I do anticipate I manage to get the pause button and swap who I'm playing as quickly enough to set the game to me playing as the other person, so I can have them kick out and keep the match going. But just sometimes I can't, and in that case I couldn't. Instead, it would be retro TNA if TNA is back on the channel. Well, no, that's kind of a little bit of false advertising there, because that's assuming that I would never bring TNA back just as its own promotion, because there's every possibility I could bring TNA back as its own promotion one day. It's not likely right now, but it could happen one day. Oh yeah, SmackDown will be back September 13th on USA. I actually will be able to do a watch along to the first SmackDown on USA. I had misinterpreted what day Alex and I get back from vacation. We get back the day before. We get back the 12th, Thursday the 12th. So I'll actually be able to do so, and I'll just take that Friday off work. Because now I kind of make my own hours at the new job. I just got to be a little careful with money because of that, because making my hours also means that I don't work, I don't get paid.
For the last 2 weeks, this new lame version of Judgment Day tried to take us out. Last 2 weeks, Terror Twins stood our ground in the middle of the ring while these clowns ran.
Well, we also finally saw Aaron Stevens get what's been coming to him this week. Sorry, guys, I'm folding right now.
You said that you've taken everything from me.
haven't taken everything. Actually, all that you've really done is become the one thing that you truly hate. A discount Rhea Ripley. And a fashion Berlin. The Terror Twins are gonna put you two through the mat.
Favorite video game based movie. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's the perfect video game movie for me. However, I would just like you all to know that when Live and Learn hits in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I am not going to be okay. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, I will not be okay when that first hits in the theater in a few months. I'm not going to be okay. Oh, that also being said, I have something to talk about revolving around Sonic. If it hits at all. You say that, but like the people working on the movie, the band that wrote Live and Learn, have all confirmed, yeah, the movie Paramount's got the licensing for Live and Learn for the movie. And the teaser trailer even has do 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 as like the beat to the teaser. And I am just, like I said, I am not going to be emotionally okay when that happens. I've already told my wife she's going to have to console me while I'm crying how beautiful that moment is going to be. Right. But that being said, I would just like everyone to know, part of this is a bit, part of it's not. Hold on, I need the
Started, I just want to say congratulations to you, Florida Panthers, on winning championship.
I do need to very quickly share this link real quick.
It's good to see you.
I've added the donation link to the description of this stream because I must admit that I cannot justify $250 right now. I cannot justify $250 myself. But if some people want to be absolutely psychotic and donate, and I could get to $250, I will buy the Sonic Shadow Generations Collector's Edition box because it's so cool. But I cannot justify $250 right now. Not with me switching to a job that pays a little less, but the hours are better. And me going full freelance. Unless this freelance thing takes off between now and October.
The answer is easy. It's you. Why are we on a hot streak? It's you.
Like, I'm mostly kidding when I say if someone wants to be a maniac and donate, but at the same time, if someone donates, I will buy it. Because I want it. I do want it, but I can't justify $250. Like, I can't justify $250,000 on it. Like, that's my car payment for the month.
First person in line for pictures that day was this nice young lady, and she was in a wheelchair. She wheeled herself in, and she got up out of the wheelchair, and she walked up to me, and she told me with tears in her eyes that she just defeated cancer. and that somehow little old me was a source of strength for her during her battle, and it makes me think of my friend Chad Gilbert or Luke Polar from Sick of It All, both currently fighting cancer of their own. And then I met a young lady from Taiwan, said she flew 15 hours just to take a picture with me. 15 hours just for maybe 15 seconds with CM Punk. And there was a young
Love to hear these wholesome Punk stories from Punk.
785 miles from Jordan just to see CM Punk. That means something to me. It means something to every single person in the back. But it really means something to me because I've missed you guys for 10 years. So I get excited to come here to Florida for the first time in a very long time to share with you some news.
Oh, what news are you sharing, Phil?
It's fans like you that drive me. It's fans like you that take the time. Yeah, take it.
I need to set up Wrestle Luigi alert since I do streams over here now.
It's because of the love. It's because when
I also need to get a webcam that has like widescreen instead of fucking 4. I'm in a 4:3 ratio. I'm in a 2004 movie over here. Like I just need to just kind of eh, eh, eh.
It's exactly like a bracelet that Drew McIntyre took off my unconscious body when he jumped me in my hometown of Chicago, Illinois.
I need widescreen, not full screen. Is what I'm saying essentially. I'll look into it. I really will.
Side to the coin. Drew McIntyre. Well, Drew says he hates me. Wants nothing to do with me. Got the victory at SummerSlam and wants to wash his hands and walk away. But he made it personal. Drew says he hates me. I think he loves me, but I know he's obsessed with me. Wants to stay connected to me. Wears a bracelet with my beautiful wife's name on it. And that brings me to the news I have to share. You guys want to hear the news?
Oh boy, the news. Thoughts on a Sonic and Mega Man movie? I'm not a huge Mega Man guy, but that'd be cool.
And I talked to Adam Pearce at MLS Drew's Chicken. Saturday, August 31st, Berlin, Germany, Bash in Berlin. Strap match.
Oh boy, strap match. I did not have this one on my card. I was so painfully wrong in my predictions video. I got nothing. I got nothing right in that video, I don't think.
Each turnbuckle to win, but that's not why I want a strap match. I want a strap match so I can whip this bitch. And I can take my bracelet back. And I can leave Drew.
Did he just confirm it's gonna be one of the damn four corner strap matches?
Strap match in Berlin. McIntyre is got himself some hot water now. Here's making good decisions. Color me shocked. And look at the Scotsman.
Never read the Archie Sonic Mega Man comic. It should be a. I did not. Part of me wishes I had, but I did not. I was a big comics guy for a while.
I've been thinking all week about what I'm gonna do to you.
Last week you embarrassed me. You whipped me like a petulant child. And I've been
And just
wrong
beating a man's belly with a strap they can't stand. That'd be pretty cool.
You challenged me to a strap match. I have a question. I'm 100% serious right now. Have you started drinking? Have you seen a strap match? I accept.
All right, Bill and Drew in a strap match.
That's next week. I can't wait a whole week. I need a receipt for what happened to me last week for the scars on my back. So for a little teaser of my
Wasn't a big comics guy. So this is back when they were doing the Sonic and Mega Man crossover, right? This because I was a comics guy for a while. So let me see. That was in Worlds Collide, is what it was called, which looks like you can get like a trade paperback version of it. Yeah, you can get a trade paperback on Amazon for $200. Jesus Christ!
this strap. You give me the bracelet.
2016 is when it came out. So 2016, January 2016. What was I? I was deep in wrestling at that point. I had been into wrestling for a couple years.
Speak you lied so you can attack me from behind. You're a hypocrite. I give you the bracelet. Try to get that ring. You'll whip me like a dog. Not a chance. And besides, April and Larry are much safer and happier at home with Drew McIntyre.
Oh jeez. Oh Drew, I don't think that was the right word choice, buddy.
Unlike you and Berlin, you won't be safe because it's not me that's attached to you. It's you that's attached to me. And it's gonna happen a week from Saturday. Bash in Berlin. Those two men are gonna be tied together with a leather.
God, why does it have to be the Four Corners strap match? Why the fuck is it the Four Corners strap match?
Chance against us at Fashion Berlin. You must be out of your mind because you're the most dominant couple in the history of WWE. And besides, no one lays their finger on my daddy Don who gets away with it. So at Fashion Berlin, us on top, which is exactly.
You know what, Damien? I don't want to wait for Basher Berlin to get my hands on you. I want to go one-on-one with you. Because I'm not the same Dominic Mysterio that you used to boss around. I don't you leave Rhea in the back, leave Judgment Day behind, even have Liv.
They want to make sure Punk doesn't get injured doing something crazy. I guess. I know it's the point of the story, but my God, Dom really fumbled the baddest woman in one of the baddest women in the world for a chick that lets him play PS5 and eat chicken tenders whenever he wants. Someone's turning on someone tonight. I don't know who it's going to be yet. I haven't figured it out yet. But someone's turning against someone tonight. Oh yeah, the WWE TMNT figures have dropped. I haven't gone looking for them yet because I haven't had the money, but I'd like to pick them up at some point though, just to get the set, just the turtle. Essentially, get it's just 6 characters, so I can afford that.
Able to reclaim the Ula fallen. Wait a second. Jacob Fatu and just took down Roman Reigns. The upper hand on the original tribal chief Roman Reigns. Is there any stopping the bloodline? Straight Romans get all the champions. If they lose the Buffets, then it's going to win the tag team championship.
I'm gonna upgrade. Hard disagree, but sure. Whatever you need to tell yourself.
Some people don't love our classic product. Billy.
Not good enough.
Here's another pizza.
All the ingredients put together.
So what if I told you this was Domino's? Introducing Domino's New York style pizza. Try it tonight.
Hi, I'm State-Defy Plug, and I use this. Reese has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first stay fresh for 50 days. 50 days? And it's free phone reminder like this. I'll never miss a day fresh.
I'm looking for a light.
It's pretty much gonna be a full night of me working on the website. I've kind of resigned myself to that fact because it is already 20 after 9, and right now I'm going through and essentially I'm grabbing the people that are done with TNA now because TNA is wrapping up, and I'm just going ahead and getting them put on the free agents page because otherwise that's a lot more than that's a lot more work for me to do in the future, and I'm gonna save future Xander a little bit of trouble for once. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I'm getting like 15 people taking up the roster right now. And then slowly but surely I'll move people over to the NXT roster as they kind of transition over there. Like I did with the Rascals. Thoughts on Michael Bay? I mean, it's fine, I guess. His movies are what they are, is the only way I can really think to put it. Like, his movies are what they are, and that's really all I can think to say about Michael Bay. If, some people like him, that's fine. I'm not really particularly one of those people. Don told us on our podcast the original idea for the ladder match was for him to be hung above the ring in a harness. Yeah, I saw that.
If Kamala Harris hadn't let him out,
Let's see. 1, 2. It should be 12 people that I'm adding here. No, wait. 11. 11. 3 more that I'm missing. Hold on. This was a whole ordeal the other night when I was doing this because I, for the life of me, could not remember who I was missing. Imagine that side if it was the original idea. I mean, it would have been a child dangling by a harness, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what to say to that.
than I thought. They're bringing a championship this year over those silly Celtics. Jalen, he loves you. He loves you in the Knicks. Big five.
And their opponents, accompanied by Stardom.
Is there just someone I've not taken out of my free agents folder that I've just been forgetting to take out of it? It's very possible.
Tag team matchup here tonight. Their rivalry that's brewing for many months now. It started with Karrion Kross trying to drive a wedge between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day. Traded time for Xavier Woods to try it out.
Yeah, it seems like I'm missing two. I'm just trying to figure out who I'm missing.
The New Day. Kofi and Xavier trying to keep things together. Started.
I'll figure it out. God, the Def Rebelified version of the Final Testament theme is not it, man. It's like, why did they even have to Def Rebel this one? Didn't Def Rebel make Fall and Pray? Or was that one of CFO's final things? I really don't know. Like, that's one of those rare things where it's not a rhetorical question. I genuinely don't know.
Off against Karrion Kross in this six-man tag team matchup. Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and Paul Ellering. They contest. The team about 718 on the inside. Longdale Florida. Kingston tags himself in. Cross bad mouth. The mind games here from the New Day, Karrion Kross. Keep him on his heels. Didn't want to get his hands on him. Now Kofi Kingston, WWE champion. Yeah, don't start with Karrion Kross, a terrible thing. WWE champion, time United States champion, 14-time tag team champion, NXT tag team champion. Xavier Woods, he is a 11-time tag champion. He's never a single WWE.
Let's see. Someone's getting betrayed by the end of this match, and it's gonna. If the New Day is officially done into this match, my heart will be a little smaller at the end of the night.
Getting involved in the turning things around and being lost. Loyalty and trust, especially with Final Testament, what the kind of attack. Now, look at that. That's how they try to deliver it here. Take him out. And Cross. The Final Testament mark to take out the massive 6'4", 340-pound.
God, the amount of people that I'm dumping out of the TNA roster right now makes me very sad, but Ozzy Jones kills the New Day. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. I've heard some theories that Odyssey Jones might be like an inside man for the Final Testament. I don't know how I feel about that, but I can also see it.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some of the paperback roads?
I would be trapped now. Let's try to see where you go get your own.
Haircut. Haircut.
Maybe I'll just go get wings for everybody. There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty body. You have tropical refreshment. Looks like choose to.
God, the free agents page is getting a little full compared to what I was expecting. Do you want him to be an inside man? Not really. I would rather see, I'd rather see like Big E come out one night and be like, "Look, guys, there's been some real tension in the group. I just want you guys to know that you've got my blessing to work with some new blood here. That's what I'd like to see, is Biggie get like the blessing to let Odyssey Jones be like the new big man for the group for now. Because like there's no replacing Biggie. Right, like there's no replacing Biggie. There never will be. No one can ever replace Biggie. Only thing he and Odyssey Jones really have in common is they're both bigger guys that like to smile, and that's pretty much it. So like that's obviously not like a 1-to-1 replacement. You can't just do that. Can I see the strap match in the 2K game? Probably not.
Hey, that's great. Who are the chefs? Just need Snickers.
I don't see it logistically being something 2K would give any kind of shit as to actually make.
Save this leaf. Grab Kleenex.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher with free pizza. To really embrace life, you just have to learn to let go. Let go. Let go. Let go.
Like pagoda of it. I have no idea what you're saying there.
John Deere Gator SUV. Learn more at your John Deere dealer. Here at live on Monday Night Raw, 6-man tag team action. The final testament right now, dominating Kofi Kingston, who desperately needs to make a tag to either Xavier Woods or Odyssey Jones. Arian Cross, belt by Jacob Kingston. Making a tag to Dave Brennan, Xavier Woods.
I'm glad you do, JT, because I have no idea what a pagoda of it means. Physics of a strap match possible. I really don't know, man. I really don't know. God, there are currently 103 people in the free agent section of LS11Universe.com when I save this. I suppose Odyssey coming in means that I can say the big trucks is going to get the little trucks. Good lord. I'm going to argue Dom upgraded after fumbling Rhea. One could argue that, but one would have to see Liv as an upgrade from Rhea, which, you know, it's all about taste. Seeing as we know how I feel about Rhea Ripley and Karlach from Baldur's Gate and Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village and let's see, who else? Bayonetta and so on and so forth. We kind of know that Rhea Ripley falls into that category, so therefore I do not view her as I do not view Liv as an upgrade. Alright. Let me see what happened on Ray EW this week. So that I know who needs to be moved where. Hold on. I've heard rumblings of something that happened on Ray EW this week. I saw the thumbnail because I was the one that made it. And so we got Roderick Strong explaining why he did what he did to Adam Cole. Okay, no New Day breakup tonight. Good. God, Ray is better at the long promo games than I am. So we had Ruby Soho come out. And she fought Marina Shafir. I assume Ruby probably got the victory. Yeah, Ruby got the win. And then looks like Camille attacked her. Oh yeah, he's got Kip Sabian. I forgot about that. I forgot to give him a Kip Sabian mod. That's one of Kip's first ever appearances of this video. Like, I do not remember if I ever used Kip. I don't think I did. That's a Kip. That's a mod for Kip right there. Kip and Will. I would assume Will Ospreay got the win here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kip Sabian appeared. Everybody drank. Because, like, what is his LS11 record? Because I know he probably had a few dark matches, like little corner results that I put up there sometimes. Yeah, he's had... he has a victory. That must have been a dark thing, because I don't remember ever getting a win. Alright, then what's this? Alright. Motor City fought 2.0. Are these the mods? They look like... I can't tell. Yeah, these have got to be the mods that I installed. And I assume Motor City got the victory. Oh, hold on, Red Dragon showed up. So, did the match have a finish yet? Motor City got the win. And then we found out that Folk swears the Y. Alright, so we get Daddy Magic and Cool Hand the loss here.
Through his numerous contributions in and out, Alpha became the beloved role model for his under attack here. He will always be known as a pillar of the Anawaki legacy.
Mox and Joe in the parking lot. Darby shows up. Oh, Miro's back. How do I do the website if there's no finish? It's a draw. If it's a no finish, then it's a draw. So it would be like Moxley here. He's got 50 to 15 to 1. That's 50 wins, 15 losses, 1 draw. So it would just be that. But yeah, Miro's back in LSLB first. Good to see that. We got the dub here. Oh, Darby, get it. Did Ray give him the new fit? Did Ray give him the new... He beat him off a knee drop. All right.
To truly
There we
embrace
go. There's Miro. And then we got Swerve watching backstage. And Mercedes came to the ring. Had a... Oh, God. And then he did it. The fucking madman actually did it. And then Roderick Strong, is that Ray Phoenix that he's fighting? Looks like it. And Roddy got the dub.
to truly embrace the fun. You must learn to let go.
Oh no, so I actually have to put fucking Ronda Rousey on the roster, eh? Yeah, he sent me the thumbnail screenshot in the episode name, and he said, "I'm sorry, buddy, I had to do it." It's like, alright, I mean, your funeral, man, she's been gone for so many seasons, has one Ronda Rousey.
You stay hydrated and healthy looking all day.
Oh yeah, I thought she was long gone. That makes all of us that really thought she was long gone. Because, like, your boy, I wrote her out in the season 2 and wrote off her title run as a failure. And then, lo and behold. Do I even have a render for her anymore?
You think Project 2025 won't affect you? Think again.
Okay, yeah, I still got Ronda things. Whether I agree with the political ad or not, I don't want it picking up in the background of my streams. Quite simply. Especially ones that are on the controversial side of things with the content. Like I said, it doesn't matter what candidate I support. Because A, it's nobody's business. B, nobody's business. And C, this channel is not for political discussion. So therefore... There's a few people that get pulled from Ray's roster at this point that I've forgotten about, I think. Oh my god, I don't even have Ronda's stats anymore. Because I took her off the free agent place, and she's not in the Legends place either. I don't think I know what her win-loss is anymore. I mean, one loss, obviously. And that's it. But I think she only had a handful of matches. Right, she came in, she won the Rumble. I count Rumble wins as one win, but I don't count Rumble losses as a loss. So she won the Rumble. She had a match against the Iconics. She had a match against Mickie James. She won the belt against Shayna. I think she had a Raw match. She defended against Beth Phoenix. She defended against Bianca Belair. She lost to Rhea Ripley. So 7-2. 7-1. Now, let me see. Who is on Ray's roster that doesn't need to be anymore?
Saying suspend Brown's free, send him home because he doesn't care how much I fight him, and he does not care if we hurts. The only reason he's here tonight is because I respect the fact that you asked for this match. A match, by the way, that you don't have to have. Unless you can look me in the eye, Miz, and tell me that you really want it. No, I don't know if I really want it. To be completely honest with you, if I were you, I would suspend Bronson Reed and then ban the tsunami while I'm at it. But Bronson Terrell, my friend, and I don't know if you know this, I don't have a lot of friends in this industry. But the ones I do have, I fight for. So no, I don't know if I want to do this. I have to.
All right, we're getting Miz and Reed again tonight. Oh, they don't watch AEW. Should MJF have left for WWE? I don't know. I really don't. Like, it's a weird thing there with that, right? Like, MJF to WWE is an interesting concept because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they would have presented him. Is the big part of it because like. That's the thing with MJF, right? It's like, would he be able to be MJF in WWE? What does a WWE version of MJF look like? And that is something that does fascinate me to think about is what does a WWE version of MJF look like? Like, is he watered down? I mean, I think MJF's promos are fine if he can cut, he doesn't have to say fuck and shit and damn it every 30 seconds like he kind of relies on in his promos. He's good at promos when he's not just taking the low-hanging fruit. Like, when he does these interviews, like the one he did with Cultaholic, where he was keeping it fairly clean in terms of language, he's a good talker. It's just a matter of... He's got a very good speaking voice. It's just a matter of, like... I think he's overly reliant on edgy and swearing content. Is a big part of it for me. I feel like overly reliant is my kind of sum up of that, but I don't know. I think he's re-signed with AEW. He felt like that was the right move. If that's what he felt like was the right move, then sure, go for it. Good God. MJF on Netflix would work. Well, that's the thing, is like I agree with CM Punk. I really hope that when Raw goes to Netflix, all of the wrestlers don't just start relying on we can say whatever we want now as an excuse to just drop the F-bomb every 30 seconds.
USA's win on this is at your GPR for tonight at 11.
Is this really happening?
Oh, man.
Spoiler alert, the Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good.
Going to the gym after work tomorrow. I'm trying to get back on the every other day thing. I kind of had an off week last week just because I wasn't able to go Friday after work like I normally would. That's another thing that's going to be kind of nice about when I switch to my other job is I'm going to be able to get to the gym before rush hour. But I really got to work on my cardio. I'm starting to think I got that thing that some people have been getting over the last 4 years. The thing that really messes with people's lungs that I'm not sure if we're allowed to say on YouTube anymore. Are we allowed to say COVID? I don't know. I think I got it at some point without realizing it. And I think it fucked up my lungs. And that's part of why my lungs feel like they're working double time lately, and why my resting heart rate is over 100 beats a minute right now. Like, my resting heart rate is not good. It's not over 100, but it's like 80 something is my resting heart rate, which is not good, especially seeing as when I was in my best shape, my resting heart rate was like 54 or something like that. My heart should not be having to work as hard as it is having to work right now. If I could make it work camera-wise, I would probably do parts of these streams sitting on my exercise bike that I have downstairs, but I'd have to bring it up here and get it all set up and get the camera reworked for it and stuff like that. It's funny, going through and taking these people that are AEW real life right now off of the TNA roster and putting them back on the AEW roster, with a couple exceptions. It feels like I'm giving Ray all of I feel like I'm giving Ray back these toys that I've been borrowing for years. And it's really put into perspective how many AEW people I had on the TNA roster. I mean, I think AEW has the biggest single, like, it has the biggest roster compared to number of shows. Like, WWE has a bigger roster. But it's a situation of, like, Ray has one show for AEW, and he doesn't want to add another, obviously. Get an under the desk one. I don't want to buy another one, Zach. I just want to use the one I have, is what I mainly mean. How many do I have? I don't have an exact number for you right now, JT, but so far I've moved 4 back, and there's still more. Let's see. Anyone else that needs to move from from TNA to AEW? No, there are people who need to move to other shows. Essentially, what's happening at this point is people are just kind of getting moved to the correct place. I don't see Miz winning this. I with how over Bronson Reed is starting to get. Oh! Also, for those wondering if I saw or not, yes, I did in fact see that Raj Desi and Satnam Singh are the new AAA Tag Team Champions. And I think that that is fucking hilarious. Especially the fact that Jeff Jarrett was in their corner. That is JJ and I booking right there. Like, that's JJ Gyllenhaal and I booking right there. the new AAA Cruiserweight and Mega Champions can go fuck themselves. You're not going to hear me giving them the time of day. Oh! Oh, here we go! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Meat, 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 meat.
But I have to ask, how's the hand?
Not gonna lie, Jackie. Hands are bleed bits. But none of the 3 pints of black stuff don't cure, you know what I mean? And look, fair play to Bush. I mean, Pete Dunne. I mean, you went toe to toe with me tonight and put on a banger for Lauderdale. I mean, lads got problems, you know, but doing like a good high, chase Stevens away. A bit of psychotherapy for a little side. Hey, Shamus! So first question, why are we wasting time talking to the opening act here? I mean, you could talk to the man who was going to main event Monday Night Raw tonight. To the man who's going to beat Randy Orton in the middle of that ring tonight. The man. That's for Big Tyson. And you. Don't you worry. After I'm done with Randy Orton tonight, I will come right back to you. So we can settle this once and for all. Yeah. Just a few broken ribs and smashed skull was less than lucky. It was a problem. But look, start saying one at the moment, and anytime you want to finish that trilogy, you know where to find me. Either way, I'm going to be celebrating my win tonight. The point the black stuff is far around the corner. Watching you take more KO. Good luck in the main event tonight, fella. We've got Randy Orton in our main event later on tonight. Coming up next. That's Zack Sabre.
No, Priest and Dom up next. So for those wondering how low the TNA roster is starting to get, because I'm removing everyone from it right now tonight that you will not be seeing featured on the show the next 3 weeks of its life, for the final 3 weeks of its lifespan, or people that I think just are good to go ahead and move to NXT anyway, like Steve Macklin, for example. It's safe for me to just go ahead and move to NXT because he's part of the Insurgents with Wesley Blake. We are down to 60 now, and it was at like 80 something when I started. So I'm not done yet. I'm not done moving people yet. Cricket, you guys need to update your commercial because Chad Gable and Otis aren't part of a team anymore.
At the Cheap Make This the Summer event, you can take a vacation from payments on the most capable rent. Most affordable SUV, maybe even a pickup. And the most affordable SUV ever, Jeep Grand Cherokee. Hurry to your Jeep Grand to make the most out of summer with great deals plus no payments for 90 days. You're the Cheap Make This the Summer event. Get $5,000 bonus cash allowance. Get 0% financing on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Braun on Braun, so in action, yeah.
Chow, we believe helping dogs live their best life should be simple. That's why Dog Chow is made.
I would send Ray a text about someone with a universe.
Purina Dog Chow.
Essentially, I need to see if there's someone on the TNA roster that I'm essentially just asking them, like, do you want this person back? Or should I take them to, like, LAW? Because I know it's someone that Ray doesn't really care for too much. Because of a faction of Braun, and Bronson. Why not? Let's see.
To new friends.
Just to remind you, I'm vegetarian.
Okay, stop for some birds.
Listen to me around.
Sad, tasting venom.
Alright then. My 3 bronze. My 3 bronze. My 3 bronze. Let's see.
Gotta know what you're looking for, Metro. I'm looking to get up with this car.
You know what I'm debating doing? And I think you guys might be into this. I am giving some serious thought to replacing the LAW tag titles with 6-man tag titles. Because it feels like, and this might just be me, but to me, it feels like almost every tag team in Los Angeles wrestling has a third guy involved. And like, let me get this third guy added to the LAW roster, and I'll kind of give you my example, right?
You're the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker, and Braun, congratulations on retaining your championship last week.
Like I look at the LAW roster, right? And I look at the teams. Let me get the full roster in front of me here.
It's a good thing that I went to a highly educated university. Apparently, I've heard today that there's going to be a tournament starting next week to determine the next challenger for the Intercontinental Championship, which is just fine.
Hold up.
Adam Pearce can't stand the fact that I'm progressing through the entire roster at such a fast rate that he wants, the first thing he does is slow me down. I start to turn. That's not my fault. It's not my fault.
We're getting the tournament to determine Braun's next challenger.
It's not my fault that the dogs are barking in every city that we go to. It's not my fault that I earned this Intercontinental Championship. So happy tournament.
Excited to see who's in the tournament.
To stand in front of this championship. I can spear you through the floor and give you the beating of a lifetime.
Spear you through. Have him make good on the spear you through the floor thing. Get rid of some of the boards under the ring. Have him spear them downwards, and they just go through the ring canvas.
Thank you so much. Sounds like every superstar in that tournament has officially been put on notice. Let's send it out to ringside.
All right. So I look through the roster, right, and it's like the Righteous. I could add Stu Grayson to the group from the free agent section. The Ascension. They've got Blackstone for the Emperor's Hands. Chaos is a trio. Raj Desi, Satnam Singh, Mahabali Shira. They're coming to LAW. MXM, they're probably heading to AEW anyway because they're Ring of Honor real life, so that means that Ray's got dibs if he wants them. Like, the gang. It's DJ, it's Ethan, and it's Josiah. So on and so forth. And it's like there's more trios than there are tag teams in LAW. So I might. The only one is Zilla and Lance, the champions. I don't know of like a third. I'm sure there's a third Anoa'i family member out there that I just don't know about. Also, shout out to everyone. This is one of the highest viewed watch-alongs we've had in a very long time. It's good to be back doing watch-alongs, you know. I very much did miss you all last week when I was taking the week off. But it is very nice to be back and to be doing this regularly again. Let's see. I still don't like that Priest and Rhea have been mopping the floor with Judgment Day for 5-on-2 every week so far. Especially here, that Damian is wiping the floor with these guys 4-on-1 right now. Juicy Fanu. Alright then. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. Dom sold the shit out of that. Rhea got overexcited and tried to go over the top. Rhea is like psychotically excited, and I love it. I'm here for it. There we go. Now our Judgment Day gonna actually get the upper hand. Oh, yeet chance. Are we gonna get the Jey Uso save? Oh, for fuck's sake. I was gonna say, Priest started fighting back. Yo, Jey Uso, where you at? We want Jay chance. Good God. See, what needs to happen is Jay and Sammy need to come out. We need to get an 8-person tag match at Bash in Berlin, because I need to get one match prediction right in terms of what the card is going to be. But I am currently batting absolute 0. Had no realization that it was going to be Orton and Gunther. Like, had no way of knowing that. I had no way of knowing it was going to be Cody and Owens. Had no way of knowing it was going to be Nia and Michin. Like, they really came out swinging and came out of left field with most of the matches.
Ferocious feral dogs. The Judgment Day has made its mark, and it's destroyed the Terror Twins.
Huh. Oh, we got the inaugural speed tournament for the women starting this week. I didn't see who all was in that. Honestly, out of Kevin and Randy, I wanted KO to turn heel more than Randy. Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
Try seeing Ryu. Go get your own.
Just go get wings for everybody. Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with a new lot of bucks. Starting at $6.99, all new stuff roasted in a personal pan pizza and bells. And the crazy side. Combo like you never combo before. Yo, out Pizza Hut.
Hey, that's great. Who are the chefs? Rookie mistake. Great, unbelievable. Maybe just need a Snickers.
Stevie with Dijon's limited edition Deadpool.
What are we doing?
It's not delivery. It's Deadpool. It's Deadpool. Dad Dijon. Stains happen to the best of us.
Oh man.
When they do, Tide's got you covered.
Good, man. Working for you.
It's got to be Tide.
I'd be down for a heel RK Owens duo until they're paranoid who's gonna betray the other so they explode. That'd be fun. That would be fun.
Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Mom, Dad, the new school year is a chance to show off what I'm into. You know how I love dinos? How I talk about dinos all the time? When I get all their meals in the car, through the bathroom door, blah blah blah, dinos, dinos, dinos. Well, I've evolved, and it's all about sharks now. So for back to school, let's just focus on.
Seems like we might get the old Kevin Owens back because of today he talked to Corneo and said,
It's not.
I think when he said suit yourself. Yeah, where he said essentially stop taking all these risky matches or something like that. Yeah, you never know what's gonna. I will not be spoiling anything of what I am cooking here with this story. That is all I will say on that front. Like SmackDown IRL is lagging some main eventers out of Cody, Randy, Roman, Kevin, and the Bloodline. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they've got AJ Styles, but they're just not even using him right now, which is weird.
shot attack on Rhea. The Terror Twins had a rough fight in Florida. And then Dominic with the exclamation point, the launch splash to Damian Priest. The new Judgment Day, waste.
Maybe SmackDown had Drew, Sammy, and Ilya, or maybe swap Sammy for Jay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they will later.
Hey, Rhea, you know, that's just a little taste. That's just a little sample of what's gonna happen. Damien was world champion because of the Judgment Day.
Now he's not the world champion because of the Judgment Day. That's
feel like they should make Dominic a fan what he's been all in that fashion person and make him my bitch.
I'm sorry, Liv fans. She sounds like Meg from Family Guy. And I can't unhear it. So now anytime Liv opens her mouth, I just think, shut up. I just think, shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Peter's voice is not easy to do. The Family Guy character I do the better impression of is Joe, you know. Hey, Peter. You know, it'd be real nice if you're us at a wheelchair ramp. It's okay, though. I can wait. I can wait. No, she does, right? And that's why I just always think, shut up, Meg, when I hear her talk.
welcome progressive here anyway. Because triple threat match.
Oh, yeah, women's tag title match tonight. If we're going to get a title change, I would like to see Io and Kyrie as champions, just because I really like those two together. Which we're about to get Kyrie as DLC pretty soon, which is exciting. It'll be nice to have her back in the game.
Have no love for each other. Haven't for a very long time.
That is 10:15. I still don't have any of the title stuff edited onto the website yet.
Fusion Collective, EFC.
Pure Fusion Collective is such a shitty name. Also, I like how everyone else is like, I have to practice it. All week I'm just like, alright, it's Pure Fusion Collective. It's not really that hard, guys.
Led by Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler. Tag team champion, Club Spencer. Wheel God. Signing the next thing. This Pure Fusion Collective could be a real problem if they can all be on the same page. It was a former tag team champion as well, 2-time NXT Women's Champion. They got stance. Pure Fusion Collective ready to play. Speaking of titles, transfer here. Surprised a lot of people back in Clash in their home country of Scotland. Whether they're current women's tag team champions defending tonight, triple threat rules, Alba Fire on the left, Isla Dawn on the right.
I would prefer to see Alba and Isla retain tonight. That's what I would, I'd much prefer to see that as opposed to a title change. But if it does have to be a title change, then I would prefer, Sky Pirates to get the dub.
WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, representing Damage Control, the team of Spain. Next, accompanied to the ring by Sonya Deville, the team of Shayna Baszler,
That's such a terrible name, man. Such a terrible name.
So these are the rules of the triple threat match. You're going to be in the ring at the same time. You can tag anybody in. With an after-leader's partner, although it's quite much. But nonetheless, let's see. Game pinfall submission will become tag team champions here tonight. No champions advantage in this matchup for current champs Fire and Dawn. Yeah, obviously a very vulnerable position for the champions to be in. Also, remember, all these complications in this matchup between Sonya Burkey and Ringside could be a problem. Oh, you know what that means. It's starting to go. And good luck to the
And I guess the match has begun. Oh, nope, there's the bell. Now it's begun. Now, it sucks that Dakota got hurt again. God, I like it when WWE redesigns belts to look better, right? I do. But then making renders becomes a god dang nightmare for a while.
Save this leaf. Kleenex.
Yes, JT, what are we waiting on? Oh, that bag over there? Yeah, that says Merry Christmas on it. I was talking about this the other day. You guys know this if you watched my Baldur's Gate stream the other night. Just Just saying, I was live playing Baldur's Gate for 2.5 hours on my own on Twitch on Thursday night. No, not a single person stopped by and said anything. I'm not upset or anything. I'm only just mildly hurt. I did cry myself to sleep that night. But yeah, no. I start Christmas shopping very early, and that is the first Christmas present I bought for the year. And I wrapped it the other night, and I just don't have anywhere to put it right now, so it just kind of sits near my door. It is for my other best friend, so not Ray, my other best friend. It's for his wife. I have two best friends.
You know you're not a fan of my snack choices, but did you really have to get them involved?
Fruit flavored snacks.
Well, she's a made with whole fruit as a main ingredient. All fruits get along with whole fruit in Welch's food snacks.
A message from the Product Department of Research and Deliciousness.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand smashed patties made to order, hot, melted cheese, and a tangy sauce? Oh, believe me.
So yes, that bag does say Merry Christmas on it.
You're about to enter the ring. It's game on. You need to be strong. She, may the best fighter win.
The game begins next after Raw.
Triple threat match for the women's tag team titles left on. Defending against Basement and Stark with Pure Fusion Collective and also Io and Kyrie of Damage Control. Sophie Stark and Shayna Baszler taking on a cheap shot by something available that doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're gonna put it on the team with the terrible name, aren't they?
Collective.
I will admit, sometimes it is kind of funny how I'll complain about WWE's shitty photoshopping of belts onto people, and then I do the same thing. 10 more days for 6%. Just kidding. You'll figure it out. I'm sure you will. Otherwise, just order it. A lot of stores do delivery nowadays. My mom is a delivery driver for a store, so very small amount of lore about my mother there. She and I had a conversation about my YouTube stuff this weekend. She told me how she appreciates that I don't really reveal much information about her on my streams and stuff. So I continue not to, due to the wishes of my amazing mother. So the only details you'll get about her from me are that, and that she is amazing. Meanwhile, my dad, it's really funny. I just continue to just spin this web of like, who is Xander's dad with the whole, for a while, the whole Jack Black thing, but we're kind of letting that one cool right now after the whole Tenacious D thing a few weeks ago. We're going to let that joke cool for a while. Now we got the whole Triple H is my dad joke. J. Jonah Jameson is one of the rumors of who is Xander's dad. Anytime I see Kyrie saying hit the spear, all I can think of are all the memes people were making where they photoshopped her spear over Roman Reigns, and they were like photoshopping her spearing Undertaker, her spearing Brock, and things like that. That's just really funny to me. It has no right to be that funny, but it is. Oh my god, I think. Oh no, I think it might be about to happen. I think the worst may be about to happen.
Faze would love a tap out here to win the title. Zay trying to create something.
See, it's like on one hand, if terrible name the team wins, Shane is a champion again. On the other, Shane is a tag champion again instead of a singles champion, and Zoe Stark is a champion. I don't really care for Zoe Stark. She's not done anything. Like, there's no like controversial reasons I don't like her. I just don't really like her that much. She doesn't interest me. Oh, but I think Isla Dawn's about to steal it. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a finish. That was great.
Incredible sequence for the tag champ there to pull off the win and keep the
That was a great finish to that match.
main event here tonight on Monday Night Raw. By the World Champion for the first time in 10 months, in action on Monday Night Raw. The WWE Hex Predators, Randy Orton versus Hulkman Kaiser. Our main event is live next. The NFL is coming back with a 1-2 punch. Are you ready for kickoff Thursday? Saturday you got it. We got Friday too. Live from Brazil. Packers Eagles. Only on Peacock.
So why is the NFL taking place in Brazil? Why are they going to Brazil? It's... you know what? I think I might just not question it. I'm not a football guy. I've never been a football guy. I never will be a football guy. That being said, why the NFL ever goes international is beyond me. But apparently they're able to sell out the places they go when they go international. So, because I know most other, as far as I was aware, most other countries don't really care for American football. But then again, my buddy JJ lives in England, and he likes American football. He's a Falcons guy, so. Which is it's really funny that like I become friends with a British person, and it just so happens that his favorite sports team is the one from the state I live in.
This bottle says 8 creature. That stuff has way more water. A little bit of time goes a long way. So you can save your shirt and maybe even a little money. More money for Mexico. Library.
For better clean with less, it's got to be time. It's at the end of the day. It's around. You. It's your Modelo, the market. It's still fire remix. 5 items, 5 levels, so you can do you. Level 1 flight. Level 5 spin. Inspiring.
Let's see. Are there any other title changes from the last couple weeks? I can't remember. Obviously, Wyatt Six picked up the tag titles, and Keith Lee won the world title. There wasn't another title change outside of Keith winning the world title, right?
Cars.com lets you track the car's value over time. You'll be in the
Because that was yesterday when that happened. Yesterday feels like a blur to me right now.
Kids get to travel this summer with a wireless plan with a connected on one line with unlimited 5G data and hotspots for under $20 a month for 2 years. Travel like a champion. Coach Champion. Switch at Google.com.
Wouldn't it be great if you could find your shows all in one place?
My favorite. Get Xfinity Stream Saver with Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Peacock included for only $15 a month. Greatest place to show.
No, there wasn't. I had to think on it. But no.
Stage with Jay Uso. And Jay, it has been a minute since you and I have been able to catch up, but WWE fans have been so excited seeing you and Sami Zayn in recent weeks interacting backstage, talking about maybe even reuniting as a tag team. But after last week's loss to Braun Breaker, Sami's not here tonight. Can you shed any light on that for us?
Yeah, my dog Sammy just had to take some time off, clear his head. You know what I'm saying? He put in work week after week. When he picked himself up, he'll be back on the benches. You know what I'm saying? But he said something. He said, if he can't be champion, that don't mean I can't. So I'm still trying to get my singles championship jacket. And I heard that itch Braun Breaker over there talking about he need a challenger for the IC championship.
Jay wants the IC title.
In the tournament for the Intercontinental Championship. So check it out. Next time we see Raymond Big J Uso in York City, I'm gonna have the Intercontinental Championship on this shoulder right here, Jackie. Yo, you feel me? Okay. Deeds.
I do feel you, Jay. Thank you for the time, guys. It is official. Jay Uso has shifted his focus back to becoming a singles champion for the first time in WWE. Cole Pat, if that doesn't deserve a beat, I don't know what does. Back to you guys.
Well, you know, Jackie, he is now part of the official Scrabble dictionary. Yeah, I eat all the time. I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is that night for me here on Monday Night Raw. This man to my right, one of my best friends on the entire planet, and I mean that sincerely. Spent so much time together. But, Pat's leaving us for the next couple of months to be heads off for football season. More on that in just a moment, but
Oh, Pat is leaving for football season.
what's happening this year. Pat McAfee behind his broadcast desk.
Ugh. Pat is gonna be gone for a little while. To quote Drew McIntyre, I prayed for this, and it happened.
Such a special night. It's because it is actually Michael Cole's birthday today. $30 and 2 happy life. It's gonna be a little more back. Sit down, man. Let's go. McAfee, just eliminated himself in 38 seconds.
Oh god, I will not miss the barking.
People I've ever met in my life. It's been so much fun here. But you gotta head off to football, and of course, this coming Saturday in Dublin College game. I didn't know that was coming. Thank you to everybody that I've seen me in the behind the scenes. This is a place where I feel like I'm at home. Thank you, Pat. And this is my family. I am so lucky that I get to do this. I will see you in a few months. And College Game Day is going to be phenomenal. But what I feel when I'm with this WWE family is something I've been yearning for my entire life. This is a dream come true. And it's all because of you at the end of the day. So thank you to everybody. And I've been emotional all day.
So again, this coming Saturday, ESPN College Game Day, live from Dublin, Ireland. Pat McAfee will be a part of the crew as he always is. Sheamus will be the guest picker live from Dublin, Ireland, as the college football season kicks off with week 0. And the good news that I can share with everyone is Pat's going to be back in January as Monday Night Raw makes history. WWE.
Pat will be back in January, so we got a few months of peace.
Can't wait for January already from this show. And I love everybody that was part of this pandemic. And look what you're going to do next week on Monday Night Raw. We're in Providence, Rhode Island. And Braun Strowman is always that
Big trucks next week. Big trucks. I'm going to go through right now and make sure I've actually got all the... Oh, shit! Uncle Howdy's got a match next week. Uncle Howdy's going to run ropes, finally. God, I've still not created a... No, wait. The TBS title has a spot. Never mind. I'm essentially going to go through and double check that I got everything on the website up to date. I thought I'd skipped some titles. Well designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. Have a voice and it's my savior. Hates to lie and loves to hate. Oh, I saw a Joe Hendry face in the crowd. The man is invading everywhere, and I love it. Alright, main event's coming up next. Orton and Kaiser. Man, seeing that replay of Fatu super kicking Roman, that Ulafala could not have fallen off of Roman's neck any smoother than when Jacob super kicked him. That was insanity. That was insanity how perfect that fell off of his neck.
At Mint Mobile, we do the opposite of what big wireless does. They charge you a lot. We charge you a little. They put their names on arenas. We put ours on my network. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices,
Crazy to think, TNA Universe was around for 2.5 years. 7 world champions, and that was it.
happy customer.
Because there's not going to be, like... Keith Lee will go down as the final champion. Just the belts will get unified. So, like, if Jimmy Uso beats him, Jimmy won't be recognized as the final TNA champion. The winner is just like the undisputed NXT champion.
Challenge 40, Battle of the Airs.
Legends you love are back.
You wanted to go that way.
We have a lot of history.
Don't you chase me ever again!
The competition in Crane is fiercer than ever.
Oh,
Season, you champion.
I am the right hand of the devil.
Massacre is about to go down.
And want a battle? It's war.
never seen a battle like this before.
It's Challenge 40, Battle of the Arrows. Watch on MTV.
Rated T for Teen.
These are dangerous times. That's what I hear. Vampire? They're everywhere. The world here belongs to the syndicates.
Here to offer you a way out, okay? It'll be dangerous. But if you pull this off, you'll never forget.
I've been held back my whole
Oh, the Sonic 3 movie toys are starting to hit shelves. Once I get paid, I'll have to go check that out. I want to get that Sonic and Shadow at the very least. And Eggman, obviously.
Pre-order Star Wars Outlaws for Xbox.
I'm very excited, obviously, for Sonic 3.
Those places a regular mop just can't. Mop smarter with the Swiffer Power.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new mop. Starting at $6.99, it's the ultimate
I feel like Paramount is doing the most insanely clever marketing for Sonic 3 at this point, right? And what I mean by that is they have not dropped a trailer with 4 months to the day left. Need I remind you? Or no, 4 months tomorrow to the day. Tomorrow will be 4 months to the day before the movie comes out. Like, with 4 months to the day left until the movie is supposed to air, there has been no trailer, no poster, nothing. But every day, merch leaks and other promotional materials start leaking, like popcorn buckets and drink cups. And people start speculating, and the movie is trending every day. It might be the most genius marketing I've ever seen.
When Ludwig Kaiser enters the ring to take on Randy Orton, you know it's
But yeah, so that's my 2 cents on the situation.
Randy Orton will be in the Providence, Rhode Island for the final Monday Night Raw before Bash in Berlin. I think something that a lot of people might get confused is they view this Ludwig Kaiser as like an errand boy for Gunther. Far from it. Far from it. This dude is not scared. Second generation star radio. Say third generation star.
I do like Ludwig's remix of Gunther's theme that he comes out to when he's on his own.
I know he's got 5% body fat and everything like that. He's a ball of yeah, he is. Physical as they come. Cut out of that same mold as a Gunther or a Sheamus or Pete Dunne or McIntyre. That European style. That's what guys who cut his teeth blood like dad. Now starting to come up with his own. They signals competitor in WWE. reminded Sheamus earlier tonight that their battle is far from over. He is to take action in the ring against one of the all-time greats, a 14-time world champion. He is tied with Triple H. Second all-time world championship reign.
God, Randy's only a 14-time champion. I thought he was 15. I do like the results that they put in the bottom corner of the show throughout the night. I do think it's a really neat touch.
Side headlock by Orton, and our matchup is underway. Our main event. We're going to use this to send a message to the Ring Gem World Champion. Can you imagine that you know what I want to much better than ever, bigger than ever. Randy Orton won his first World Championship 20 years ago. The youngest man in history to do that. Was to come full circle for a little week from Saturday. Now remember how Randy Orton earned this opportunity. He was back in Saudi Arabia at that end of May, being the Ring Tournament. Finals, Orton versus Gunther. Gunther defeated Randy Orton in a controversial finish because Orton's shoulders were clearly not on the mat. Referee made a mistake, accepted the decision, but now gives an opportunity for the match in Berlin.
Mr. H. It's been a pretty solid episode of Raw tonight. It's kind of one of those, like, nothing's fancy to write home about episodes, but that doesn't mean it's bad by any means. Like, when I say it's like a nothing special episode, it's just been a fine episode. Like, Sheamus and Pete Dunne had a really good match. I'm sure Kaiser and Orton are going to have a good match.
Just tossed him like a keg, like it's 4 a.m. here in South Florida. What a throw by Randy Orton. It's his uppercut. Look at this. Hang time from Ludwig Kaiser. Randy Orton, the pace that he loves. This slowly, methodically, beating down his opponent. Amazing to see how Randy Orton has embraced this role as a fan favorite here at WWE after so many years. Yeah, showcase greatness for so long. WWE Universe. Respect. Couple uppercuts by Randy Orton back there to chop now. And Randy felt that one, and it's just tipped it off. His own to Kaiser. Now we're gonna bounce. Lifting Kaiser off our announce table.
Oh, there's Gunther. The Ring General.
Sandy is buckled twice now. This evening, you gotta wonder how Randy's gonna be able to power through, especially with the ring. Now, Kaiser gonna get Randy off. Over to the top, that's it. Off top of the table, spine first.
I'd like to see Ludwig Kaiser in that tournament for the IC title.
He can get really busted up, really hurt, and then he's got to go for a match in less than 2 weeks with one of the most dangerous men in WWE. Ludwig Kaiser's in position. Kaiser's done this in the past. He took out Giovanni Vinci this way. Kaiser across the line. Drop kick to the knee to the step.
Also, apparently Triple H looks at Twitter nowadays. So Dad, Dragon Lee, why ain't he been on? Why hasn't he been on TV in a while? You know, that's that's the big question, right? I feel like a lot of people are wanting to know that. Like, where is the big thing is where's Dragon Lee, right? That's what everyone wants to know. I see it trending on Twitter a lot lately. You know, I find it kind of funny how people want to know what Dragon Lee is all the time, right? You know, uh, hey, Dad, I think you're using the wrong picture. Oh, you're right. Hold on, I need to change my Zoom picture. Hold on, there we go. Thank you for the reminder, son. Okay, but yeah, no, I find it funny how people are talking about Dragon Lee and Ilya Dragunov all the time. And they're saying they're sick of seeing Carlito and the Awesome Truth all the time. I mean, like, they were warning those guys months ago. But I look at Twitter now, I have a burner account. It's a pretty great username I've got. Oh yeah, what is it? It is Old School Wrestling Lovers 69 at gmail.com. Yeah? Is that part of the name? Yes. They told me to use my email, and so I used my burner email, and then that became my Twitter handle. All right then. And so are you gonna listen to people about Dragon Lee and Ilya Dragunov not being on the show tonight, but like people that we don't really care to see, like Miz taking up a lot of screen? Oh no! I'm just looking at it to see how angry I make people when I do stuff like that. It's really funny seeing how angry the internet gets over little things like that. Because you know, like Dragon Lee, he worked in that pissant company at first, so he's gotta pay his dues. You know, he's gotta pay his dues. Yeah, is that so? Yes. All right, I gotta go. I got important things to do, like like scrolling Twitter. Oh, he hung up.
Sometimes your work shirt needs to be for more than just work. It needs to be a big, soft shoulder to cry, which is why Downy does more to make clothes softer, fresher, and better. Downy, breathe life into your laundry.
This is a Cottonelle toilet paper service announcement. Your toilet paper leaving you with an unclean feeling you can't shake? You deserve Cottonelle.
I wasn't prepared for him to hang up on me like that.
Together, Cottonelle clean even better, so you feel clean as a. You got the right to a better life.
Eat like a king who was on a budget. 3 tasty options, fries, drink, and nuggets. All for $5. Wait, that can't be right. Just confirm that that's the real price.
Oh yeah, it's always nice to hear from my dad.
Against Ludwig Kaiser of Imperium, the world champion Gunther is at ringside. And the problem is the knee that Kaiser attacked at the beginning of the show tonight has been targeted by Kaiser here. Orton can illustrate the injury. Headed to the match in Berlin a week from Saturday. The injuries linger too. Kaiser, Luther know that. This has been a planned attack and execution by Ludwig Kaiser here. The Gunther walked out into the ringside area. The distraction allowed Kaiser to take over. Now the world champion looking on. And you know, Gunther is going to target the left-hand Randy from the title match in Berlin. That's why it's down here. Look at the weaknesses, target the weaknesses, take down the weaknesses. But this first title defense is the title of SummerSlam. Same thing, looping off from the couple punches to the chest. This Florida Trans USA. Kaiser again to Orton's feet.
I mean, you know, we got to get through it. We can never get through a live stream without Trips calling out at some point, right? It's just kind of tradition at this point. As fun of a show as this has been tonight, I am kind of glad it wraps up in 5 minutes because I had a few things to do before bed tonight. That was a cool spot there.
On the face of the Apex Predator. You see
You see those thighs on Randy Orton? Jeez. That is certainly a sentence right there.
Kaiser turns things around and bounces Randy off the steps face first. And Randy tried to fight back into this, but once Kaiser is going to
Oh man.
take out the back heel. Here comes Kaiser. Randy going to be able to pull it. That's 14-time world champion Randy. Staring a hole to the world champion Gunner. Orton showing us all about the resilience that has made him one of the greatest of all time. Randy Orton steps Kaiser high and down. Planning with the announce table. Good time, loser Kaiser. I don't think he's done yet. Kaiser another time. Don't get shot. Loser Kaiser. Very back. That's the world champ. Randy Orton's not done yet.
And he's going again. Jesus. Kaiser's such a good seller. I'm very excited to see how he takes this RKO. Oh, that was... Oh, I love Randy's power slam. It's always so clean. Very solid match for Kaiser tonight.
Really a breakout performance tonight by Kaiser. It's a 14-time world champion. He's had a few of the last few weeks, but if he's able to put away Randy Orton here, whole new world probably comes a little quick. Randy quickly back to his feet. Kaiser couldn't make it to the top rope. Built with a headbutt.
Yeah, that is vintage Randy Orton, so they say. All right, boys, let's wrap the match up because USA has been really bad about cutting the shows early. I think that's game. All right, well, there you go. Oh, and here we go again. We got in with Gunther getting RKO'd again. Nope, we end with the we're gonna end mid brawl. Nice. All right, cool. Well, that's Raw. All right, that's it for me as well. All right, bye everybody.